It's a matter of making sure that whatever the strategy is that you've got in business, in other words, how are you going to win, that your sales processes reflect that.
Welcome back. I have the pleasure again of talking with Wayne Moloney. Wayne, we've been talking a lot about the lean selling activities and how we've got to become lean, particularly around value and waste. This has really got to be related to an overall business strategy, doesn't it? Otherwise, why are we doing it? It's not going to fit together if we don't.
Look, sales, as much as anything else in a business, all needs to be aligned with what your strategy is. So it's a matter of defining, if you come back to the basics of strategy, where are you going to play and how are you going to win? And if you think of one of the basics of how are you going to win, are you going to be at the low end as far as cost is concerned, or are you going to be at the high end as far as the added value that you're going to be selling? Do I make it for less or sell it for more? And obviously, your sales process, or not, maybe not obviously, unfortunately, but definitely your sales process needs to reflect that.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of making sure that whatever the strategy is that you've got in business, in other words, how are you going to win, that your sales processes reflect that.
So how do people need to go about addressing that?
Look, a really simple example of that, admittedly it's business to consumer, but take the airline industry. You've got Tiger Air, for example, or you've got someone that I used to use when I lived in Asia and travelled Asia a lot, and that's Cathay Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
With Cathay Pacific, I was prepared to pay a premium price because of the quality that I got, the service that I got, the special seating that I got, and everything that went with that. But if I'm just travelling with family on holiday, I may then just be looking at the cost that's associated with it, and therefore someone like Tiger Air may be who I'm prepared to go with. And the sales process that I would introduce if I was the sales manager at Tiger Air is going to be very different to the sales process that I would introduce, and the customer service, which becomes part of the sale, that I would deliver if I was Cathay Pacific.
Of course. Okay, so bottom line is you've got to think end to end about your business. You've got to think about how your sales process fits within your overall business strategy, and your business strategy has got to be built around what sort of products you're taking to market, which target markets, and whether they're premium products or commodity products.
Absolutely, and it comes back to, in a business-to-business environment, in a lot of instances you'll be selling goods that can be sold quite easily over the net, for example, as distinct from where you need to become, and we used the term previously, the trusted advisor, where you're building that relationship, where you're selling those products or services that are going to have a very significant impact on the overall business of the person that you're dealing with.
Great advice, Wayne. Look forward to our next discussion. Thank you.
Thanks, John.